I remember growing up, I often wanted to play out on the playground, and I would often probably be excluded or not given the opportunity to play first. Maybe some other kids would be chosen ahead of me, or for whatever reasons. And I feel that they didn't respect me as a person, as a deaf person. So with that, I sometimes feel as an athlete, I'm always saying, come on, it's me against the world sometimes. But it makes me more focused and more intense, driven. I want to win. I'm here now, and I'm here to make a statement and show that I can play, I can compete, and I can do whatever you try to do. So maybe some deaf kids here feel that same way. I have been through doubt when I was a young boy. I've played sports on hearing teams, and they looked at me and said, "Oh, you're deaf, you can play?" And I've had to prove them wrong, that I can play. I'm just deaf. And yes, that did fuel my fire and prove to them and that I have the passion. And I didn't let them just have me sit on the bench. Got out there and worked hard to actually play. I've got that experience, and so have the other players. And so we feed each other, and that really helps make a better team.
They do a great job of communicating, and they have a medium of communication that's very simple. They can talk to each other, and they don't have to create a new language, where I think, as a matter of fact, we might be at a disadvantage. We've actually got to create a language week in and week out so that we stay, apart from our competition.
Sometimes it's a disadvantage during the rain and fog. It's hard to see, but we have backup plans. But most of the time, it is our advantage. As a quarterback, I get to call all the plays that I want without the opposing team knowing. It's like we're playing with the no huddle. That's the one nice thing, is that they don't know what we're saying. We're visual, and we can do audibles that way, tapping each other, getting each other's attention, where the opposing team would have no idea what it is we're saying. They're more alert. They really have to pay attention to the coach. They have to pay attention to the situations. They can do anything except hear. And I've noticed that our team works really hard in school, the weight training, whereas the hearings, they socialize with each other. I don't think there's a lot of disadvantages. The only one that I can think of is sometimes the refs will give us a hard time. For example, last week we had a game, and our coaches will often step out onto the field a little bit to get a signal of a play to our players. And then at halftime, the officials will come up to the coach and say, the coaches aren't allowed to be on the field because those are the rules. So sometimes it is a disadvantage, but other than that, we really work hard. We want to be the same as any other team. Bottom line, the playbooks are the same. It's just we can't hear. Athletics is one opportunity that our students can bring the best out of themselves, other than in the classroom. And that's where we can show their hearing peers that they can do just as well, if not better, than they do. And that's something that we can't always do in the classroom. And athletics allows us to do that here, on campus and off campus. The hearing looking in at us, "Oh, you're deaf, you don't know how to play," or "Oh, you're not going to be difficult to beat." And then when the game actually starts and we get out there and we just explode, it surprises them. And they realize we can play.
They were in the playoffs last year, went to sections, having them play hearing school teams and holding their own and being part of this, fraternity, because these kids, it's all they got is each other here. It's just a small community, and they do real well together.
We have our athletes that are able to excel in college ball and beyond. Who knows, maybe we can have them in the NFL. I mean, there's no difference between us. We can achieve if we work hard. Half of our team, I think, could play college ball. We've got a good reputation in that we can play football, and it's not because we're deaf or hearing, it's that we can play ball. We have many goals and dreams of succeeding, maybe making it to Division I level or the pro level, just like all the other kids. I look up to Michael Oher because of what he's gone through. You're familiar with the movie Blind Side? That movie has impacted me hard because he's gone through a lot. He couldn't even write. He couldn't even do his homework no matter what the teachers gave him. But he wanted to discipline himself, work out hard, and become successful. And now he's playing for the NFL. And that impacted me, realizing that, yeah, we're deaf. He couldn't write, but we can't hear. So there's commonalities, but also differences where we can still make big accomplishments.